today marks a significant achievement in our nation's fight against the ongoing illegal drug trade in this region. Based on inputs, we undertook an operation, and on 25th of November, ICG of Andaman Nicobar Command created history in the maritime domain on India by apprehending a Myanmarese fishing boat. The name is So Wai Hand 2 in the Andaman Seas, which was carrying approximately 6,000 kg of suspected prohibited drug, meth as it is popularly known. 6 crew on board, all of Myanmar origin as we understand right now, were also apprehended, and they were carrying one satellite phone with them. The anticipated value of this drug is in thousands of crores. Right now we don't have an actual estimate of this particular amount. The success of this operation is a result of meticulous surveillance of the likely areas and prompt and speedy response by the Joint Operations Center and the ship crew. The sea state and weather was challenging, but the valiant crew stuck to the task of shadowing and subsequently boarding the ship once it entered our waters. I commend the bravery and dedication of the commanding officer, Commandant Ankit Sharma, he is here to my right, and his team who carried out this challenging operation. The success of this effort reflects not only their skill and commitment, but also the collective determination of a nation to uphold the rule of law. The menace of drug trafficking can only be tackled by the collective efforts of all concerned departments. The ANC and Andaman Nicobar Police have been actively collaborating across all spheres. Numerous operations against poachers, illegal trafficking, and surveillance of outlying islands have been jointly undertaken. I must place on record the invaluable support rendered by the police team across all these spheres. DGP H.S. Dhaliwal and his team have also provided us valuable inputs across all operations in the past. I compliment them for their efforts also in controlling the drug menace of the islands, and you are all witness to the efforts and the results that they've achieved. In conclusion, I want to state that this operation stands as a testament to the unwavering commitment of ANC to safeguarding the sovereignty of our waters and protecting the youth and future generations of this nation from the scourge of drug trafficking. Our forces have once again demonstrated exceptional vigilance, precision, and teamwork in neutralizing a serious threat to national security and public health. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Sadhu sir. Operational brief of the catch and the role played has already been told by Sadhu sir. So I will just add on to all this that this operation is actually a culmination of very coordinated efforts of all the units who are very proactively guarding the seas of Andamans and their police. And just to put it in perspective, in last 5 years there have been 414 cases, and total seizure of this particular contraband was 637 kgs of methamphetamine, and this single seizure is more than 6,000 kgs. And as far as various estimates are concerned, its value is around 6 crores in international market per kg. So the value of this will be approximately 36,000 crores. 6 Myanmaris, as already has been said, they have been arrested. Satellite phones, etc. have been recovered, and today they will be produced in court. Their police custody remand will be taken. The entire contraband has already been seized, and we would only add on to what has been already briefed, that uh, it has been a very coordinated efforts, not only in terms of patrolling and heightened alert, but we have been getting full support from the commander-in-chief and all his staff, not only training of our people, even as far as operational things related to operations of our boats, etc., are limited maritime resources are concerned, because the Andaman Police, of course, doesn't have the capabilities to patrol in high seas, but wherever we have needed, the Andaman Nicobar Command has been totally supportive, due to which, even in a routine manner, there has been a very high number of catches of poachers who have mainly originated out of Burma. And in last 5 years, we have had 640 nationals of different countries who have been arrested. So we will just add on to this that along with the Coast Guard, the entire ANC command, Andaman Police is committed to keeping islands safe, and the menace of drugs, as we have been seeing, has been increasing in the islands. And though this shipment, as far as initial interrogation is, which we can share till now, is it was meant for international destination only. Of course, we will be able to share more details as we have the full police custody remand. Though this particular consignment was not targeted at the islands. However, we have been seeing that the menace of drugs amongst the youth has been increasing, and not only preventing this international narco peddling, but also to keep the youth safe from the menace of drugs. This this case and this catch will go a long way in fulfilling these targets. Thank you.
So before we start the question and answers, I would like to give you a small presentation which will sort of give you a glimpse of how this operation was undertaken. It includes some photographs and videos.
In this video, everyone can see the sea state is very rough. My journey is alongside the fishing boat, and they are trying to board the boat and carry out investigation. Meanwhile, I am maintaining the close vicinity in a heightened security state, so that I can keep and check in case they do some opposition. This is a normal photograph taken off from the ship while the boating is under progress. These are documents, only one document I could find in English. Rest all documents which the boat had were in Burmese, and I could not comprehend what was written. These are the cargo holds which the boat had. Photograph of one of the holds. These were the carry bags, and they were packed in this manner. This is when I had commenced towing of the boat. I had taken it in the tow. Pick out the 5 of the crew which I had taken on board during the tour, so that to keep my men safe. This is the first flight entry on 25th in Sri Vijayapuram Harbor. Short video. Photographs of the VIPs and senior officers who have visited on board the boat once it was brought alongside in the harbor. These drugs were sealed in packets which mentioned that these are tea packets, and there was some Chinese language written on the packets, 2 colors, green and orange or yellowish, the other one. the initial drug detection being carried out to ascertain what it is. This is the portable Inmarsat satellite phone which we recovered in the boat. The visit of the senior officers on the jetty and Commander-in-Chief to have a look at the camera.
So we are open to any questions that you have or any clarification.
So myself, news supply, has it been ascertained which kind of drug it was? Marijuana, cannabis indica, or ganja, etc. What is the exact name of this drug?
Methamphetamine, as per the preliminary information which we can share. Of course, we will share definitive once we have the exact forensics report.
Right now, it cannot be shared.
We are sure.
What is that? I am Vijay Roy, editor in chief of Hip-Hop India newspaper. First of all, congratulations, sir. It's a very big batch we have made. Actually, first time in the history of direct even country. My question is, sir, is there any possibility that the drugs creates a weapon trade also going on? Like a government?
Sorry, can you again repeat the last part of your question?
Like a drug trade. Is it there is a weapon?
No, there has been no evidence of any weapon. This particular fishing boat also, no, they were not armed, and we did not spot any of them dumping any weapon overboard during the operation.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for telling guidance from the disaster section. And congratulations to Andaman Nicobar Command and Andaman Nicobar Police for achieving this historic success. My question is, sir, what is the origin and destination of this consignment actually?
See, as we have said that the joint operator, this interrogation will be going on, and this crew, as they were not only knowing Burmese language and they were not well conversant with any English or so we cannot right now pinpoint toward where this drug was destined to be also. After the joint interrogation, only we come to know about it, and that can be shared with them.
How many languages they were only the Burmese or
There are only Burmese, 6 Burmese crews there.
what is the last connection of their mobile phone or whatever the projects they were keeping?
He's asking.
We are, yeah, so we are still doing the technical analysis for that, and this detail we will not be able to share with you at this particular point of time.
Sir, how did you detect this vessel, and what are the measurements you have taken at that time?
Okay, so I'll ask. Take it. On the, how did we detect?
We carry out surveillance in our area of operations every day. So there are aircraft, Coast Guard and Navy aircraft which keep operating. These are Dornier aircraft. They have maritime reconnaissance radars. So these radars keep picking up all the boats that we notice. And over years, we have a database of where we can expect fishing boats to be in which time of the year. So based on this boat was found in a place where you would normally not expect fishing boats to be present. That was the first issue. The second issue was that this boat was drifting. So any boat that we find drifting, normally on the fishing boats either would be fishing, and those which are drifting, we do go back and check. There are some boats which, because of some defects, end up drifting a little while. So as a part of a regular check on all boats which drift and all boats which we see in places where we're not expecting to see them, we do our investigation. And as a part of that investigation, we went and saw this boat. On this boat, the master reported that he had an engine defect, and it was he had an engine defect and he was drifting for about 2 days. We had a look at the engine, and
So that has been drifting for 2 days.
yes, 2 days. That's the report we had. He had an engine defect for about 2 days.
So what happened if a mode drift for just a 1 day and they want any boat go for checkup or like they
No, no,
try
no,
to contact?
no. Point is not that every boat which drifts for 2 days and only then we check. I'm saying in the beginning I said any boat that drifts, the first time that we notice we go and check. So he had an engine defect, and because of which he was drifting, and we ended up boarding. We had a look at his engine; it was actually a defect. And after that is when we did, because of he was drifting and they were all Myanmar crew, we also did a check of the boat. And that is when, during this check, is when we found these tea bags. Now, what is odd is that you find tea bags in such large quantities in a fishing boat. So that was odd. That is the reason we got the boat in and did a detailed analysis, and we found that this was actually drugs.
So, just one second. I'll ask Ankit. You can add on to this into a little bit of details on how we went about it once the information was received.
So I was laid off at very short notice once this boat was reported. So we had the mean leg of approach of this boat, what course it is doing. Accordingly, we had planned our course. We intercepted the boat at around 10:30 in the night. We keep shadowing it. It was moving at very slow speeds. The engine had a little bit of intermittent, so it could make underway. It could make waves. So when we went on board, we checked. The engine at times was operating, at times it was losing gears, but yes, the boat was able to make way. So full night, because this thing was very choppy, I consciously took a decision not to carry out boarding in the night and kept it on my radar, remaining outside visually. So at around 6 o'clock in the morning, I decided to board the boat, boarded it in our waters, and my team went there, thoroughly reviewed the boat. They told me on RT the boat has got some tea packets which are in large quantity, and there were no fishing gears on the boat. So a boat which appears to be fishing does not have any fishing gears and has got packets in large quantity. So I asked my small Gemini to bring it back to the ship. Opened one of the packets, saw that it's a crystal powder. I had a suspicion that it is some illegal substance. I was not sure its smell. I informed the headquarters, and then we decided to take it into tow. And the sea was really bad that my Gemini also got damaged in the operation. So then we brought it back to Vijayapuram at Sri Vijayapuram Expo Beach. That's all.
The future plan of checking such traffic to Vijaypur, Vijaypur.
As far as action against these individuals, DGP has already briefed you that they will be produced in court, and subsequent actions will be based on our legal proceedings. As far as future prevention is concerned, the Chief of Staff did touch upon this aspect, that we have an integrated surveillance plan. So the area is too large, and we do not have adequate resources to keep 24/7 all areas under surveillance. So we work on the past history. We know that these are the likely areas that they will transit. We study the weather pattern, the currents, and the other aspects, and we can sort of focus our search in particular areas. So that is how this particular boat was also picked up, that in our surveillance plan. So we will continue to refine this based on that. Every time we intercept such a large package, you can be rest assured that the people who are involved in it is going to modify their transit. To give an idea, in the past we had a case of poachers coming to the east coast. So when we started intensifying our search, we found that they were now tending to come towards the west. This is especially in the northern group. So this is how they keep modifying, and we also keep to reacting to that. So it's a combination of both these aspects.
Have you received any compliment from any of the central minister or from your headquarters? compliment for this massive operation.
Yes, of course. We got compliments from all the top officials, and including the Chief of Defence Staff, the Coast Guard DG, and everybody else.
Last question, sir. So when can it asking him?
Please.
सर तो रोड है जब वो अपेंडेंट में है तो उसका बोर्ड पे कंडीशन में क्या है अपेंडेंट कंडीशन हुआ कैसे
The one of the document of the board, मैं आपको हिंदी में बताया था, बोर्ड का जो डॉक्यूमेंट था जो अंग्रेजी में लिखा हुआ था, उसमें जो बोर्ड का वेट है वो 2024 का है.
टेक्निकल कंडीशन
कंडीशन वाइज इट इज गुड. जी.
ये 2024 का बोर्ड है, ब्रांड न्यू.
Date of build.
I must also place on record that Honorable LG has commended 4 of his ship crew for this particular operation.